Hello guys, you're on the Dopers channel, and that means that this video is gonna be dope! So recently I got really interested in the small animation series by YouTube creator monsterup, and today I'd really want to talk about it. I watched the whole thing just a few days ago, and I'm not gonna lie, this series has actually plenty to offer. But before I'll give you my honest opinion on whether Skibidi Zombie series is actually good or bad, let's start from the beginning so you would understand everything even if you haven't watched this series yet. Alright, get pumped! In case you fellas were living under the rock or something this whole time, let me remind you that Skibidi Zombie universe, as well as lots of other Skibidi multiverses, was inspired by the crazy popular YouTube series called Skibidi Toilet that was created by the guy named Boom. And this Lil series happened to be so popular that American moms got kind of scary for their children's mental health. But let's not really dive too deep into that. Thanks to its smash hitness, we got plenty of fan-made animations and pieces of work that were inspired by Boom's series, including the freshest Skibidi multiverse on YouTube, yet namely monsterup's zombie universe. So guys, I am a die-hard fan of Skibidi series, and I watched a lot of multiverses that were created afterwards. Because honestly, our old friend Boom started pumping up his releases so slowly that it was barely possible for me to keep up. So yeah, watching multiverses instead is really entertaining, I must tell you. But what's the catch with this one? And why it isn't so popular as Verlance's or Dom Studios' multiverses? Well, to begin with, monsterup is a really fresh creator, which doesn't have a huge fan base yet. Plus, the first episode of his series came out just 1 month ago. If you'll take a look at his channel, you'll see nearly a dozen of small animation videos before he started making his series. So it's quite understandable why Zombie Universe had a pretty humble start. But I believe that this guy will have a really bright future in that field. And let me tell you why. First of all, the idea of this series is really interesting and pretty cool. And I bet no one else didn't combine such things as zombie virus and Skibidi toilets before. I really liked how the concept of zombie virus was a reference to COVID-19, because it makes the whole idea more relatable and genuine. Plus, monsterup started his series using the new character models and completely different background, while lots of other animators took Boom's characters or locations from his series directly in order to unravel the plot. And I really appreciated the efforts that monsterup put into his own series. Even in the very first episode, he managed to bring to the table some really spooky and unsettling models, and they were pretty detailed too. This guy understood the assignment. He needed to capture my attention since the very beginning with the cool concept and freaky character design. And he really managed to do that. Plus, it was obvious to me that the guy was really inspired by plenty of horror games and movies, such as Outlast, Resident Evil, Bloodborne, and so much more. And I like this genre a lot. So seeing familiar locations or monster designs have really warmed my moviegoer's heart. The only thing I had the most trouble with in the earliest episodes was sound mixing, because it seemed like monsterup was just starting his experience of mixing sounds and music, and sometimes they sounded kinda off. Nevertheless, situation got much better by now, and I believe this guy will catch up to the modern times pretty soon. Despite having his own original idea and concept, monsterup starts implicating Boom's original characters into his new plot quite early. This guy gives a tribute to the multiverses of other creators as well, which I find to be super cool. And it seems like he respects other fans' work too, so I already like him for that. I don't want to spoil anything important about Zombie Universe's plot to you guys, because I believe that some of you didn't watch this series yet. So let's not ruin the good experience for you. Let me just tell you one thing. What you are about to see in the latest episodes of Skibidi Zombie Universe plot-wise will probably blow your mind. Well, at least I can talk for myself because I was really surprised about the series' plot in the latest episodes. I really like how the plot of the series gradually builds up its power and how its creator introduces new characters to us in a really smart way, which always seems pretty logical to me. But aside from the really intriguing plot, this series also has pretty damn diverse and epic battles. And considering how good the creator is in constructing creepy and cool models and their animations, it's no wonder to me that the battles are turning out to be quite superb at the end of the day. So based on everything I've said earlier, I can definitely tell you one more thing. Skibidi Zombie series is definitely worth a watch, and I believe that you will really enjoy it. At first, I was a bit skeptical about its concept, and in the very beginning I felt like I was watching one long chase without some really clear plot. But as the series progressed, I realized that it is actually pretty darn good. It's new, spooky, cool, and entertaining, and it's full of all sorts of references for the true Skibidi fans, such as myself. And well, after I watched the 13th episode and started waiting for the next one, I caught this idea in my head. What if I'm going to analyze this series similarly to how the other YouTube analysis channels do? Because Zombie Universe really fell into some special place in my heart. And I would be really glad to dive deeper into its lore and watch how this series will grow with time. Plus, I really love digging all the secrets and references the majority of viewers may not catch on their first view, so it is another reason for me to start my own analyses. Monsterup pumps up new episodes pretty quickly and regularly, so it will be a perfect opportunity for me to analyze them at the moment of their release. So if you guys are really interested to see how the really cool and smart analysis of Skibidi zombie episodes would look like, then subscribe to my channel, because I'm planning to release a new video about this series really soon. That will be a pretty exciting experience for me, so I would actually appreciate your like and subscription. So thanks for staying in tune with me in this video. Catch you later.